Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Broyans Farm. We're gonna be heading off to the Scranton Farmers Market today, and it's gonna be Labor Day weekend. So that means we're gonna have to pack about as full as we possibly can because everybody wants their fresh fruits and vegetables for all of their parties. And with the cooler being about as full as it's ever been, we're not gonna have any shortage of produce.
All right, so that gives us $5. That's enough. Actually, I like to see these more like this, so I don't have to dig for them. All right, that gives us 2 red. Probably use another red though.
You want the other orange or no?
I don't think we have to have it. Let's save it for Monday. I might save it, but I think we got enough. So that's 2 red. We still need another red. I think it's outside. Cukes we can't get enough of. All of a sudden. I wonder if Mom needs any of that.
I'm sure she probably needs cucumbers.
So when you pick a basket out, she'll probably need more in the basket. We'll just let that crate here for now. Beautiful. There's 1.5 cube and then 2.5 cube, and that's enough for them. Italian.
Too long box?
Yeah, there.
So now we're gonna start loading. Everything's just about packed. And we'll run skids all the way up now, the whole truck. So we're 3/4 of the way loaded. 3 skids of just assorted peppers, onions, potatoes, whatever. Then we have a bin and a half of watermelon mixed red and yellow. We have a bin of cabbage with collard greens on top, and then 2 bins of cantaloupe. Mom just got back with the rest of the second patch of dill and some basil.
And kale, which you missed.
We always wash the roots of the dill off best we can, just so that it doesn't get the customers' bags all dirty. Some of them are getting into pretty fancy cars. Some of them don't care at all. Beautiful dill though. So we just got 3 bins on the Kubota. My cousin Joe, Dad, Mom, and myself are heading to the cornfield right now. So we just finished up. We got 1, 2, 3 bins full, and then a bunch of tubs there on the side. We're gonna head back to the blue shed, load the truck, and then Dad's gonna head off to market. So we just finished loading. Definitely the biggest load this year, maybe ever. Literally cannot fit anything anywhere, even baskets of peppers in the aisleway. Right back to the door. I don't really want that going nowhere. How do we get back? So now we got Dad loaded and off to market. I'm gonna start the second loading, which is gonna be for the farm market. We only use my dad's pickup truck, has an 8-foot bed. We fill as full as we can get it. We'll take that out with stuff we know that we need, and then we'll assess what else is low at the farm market. We'll come back and load it up again, maybe even a second or a third time. So first stop though is gonna be corn and tomatoes. The tomatoes are beautiful picking right now in the field. We're getting a ton, basically just about as many as we want, and it's prime time for canning season. So we're getting plum tomatoes, we're getting round tomatoes. Well, they're the plum, they're the round. And we're just throwing as many baskets on as we can. I just about got the truck loaded with a good array of stuff. Peaches, tomatoes, cucumbers, sweet corn, peppers. Now I'll show you what the cooler looks like after we got everything loaded. Complete difference from this morning. We have so much room in here now to, again, fill it back up. Hopefully, he's not gonna be bringing much home. Just some stuff like some really nice orange bell, 2 crates of green bell, 1 bin of yellow watermelon, 1 bin of mixed honeydew and cantaloupe. And then over there is some red potatoes, more peppers, beans, long hots, white potatoes. And then these are the pickles that we picked and washed yesterday, which is around, I think, 15 to 18 boxes. I just got back from the farm market. Daisy has made her return down to the farm. She hasn't been down in 2 days because her paw was just a little bit sore, but Lily's been out, so she's all excited. We're trying to make her take it a little bit easy so she doesn't hurt it again. And so while I was out at the farm market, the guys got 12 eggplant, 6 red bell, I think 10 green bell, 2 orange and 2 yellow. Absolutely huge bell pepper. The yellow and orange and red are a different variety than the green. You can see the size difference, like literally at least double if not triple, but it doesn't matter. People just want, you know, nice solid red or just solid colors in general. And so eventually these green will turn red because all peppers start out green. We try telling people that in plant season when we're selling the peppers. They really can't understand that the pepper has to turn color. They're like, I want a red bell pepper. And I said, well, all peppers are green and they will turn red. And they're like, no, I want a red one. And I'm like, you're just gonna have to go out and find out. It's not gonna start out red. We picked cantaloupe and watermelon yesterday. We like to give it 2 days, so we'll pick that again tomorrow. Pickles were done yesterday, so they won't need to be done today. We might try and get some red beets. The guys are getting a couple more of the Cuban and Italian right now. And maybe what I'll do is I'll go dig some potatoes. So this is our potato field. Don't look like much. It's pretty long. I think it's like 1,000 foot or maybe even longer, but it kind of like, you know, hills over so you can't see it. I'm gonna start off by digging the reds here. It's nice because there's not really many weeds. Should be pretty simple digging. One problem though, I did find out that I was doing wrong this entire year so far is I've been going way too slow with the potato digger. When I first started, like with the first couple rows, I went very slow. That way I wasn't skinning up the potatoes, or at least that's what I thought. But I found out after talking to Dad that it's better to go faster. You have more dirt running across your chains, kind of gives them like a cushion, and then they fall off the back, hopefully kind of just landing on a soft pillow or something kind of like that. But when you go slower, the potatoes start going up the chain, all that dirt falls down through, and then you just have that bare potato bouncing on the chain, skinning it up, and not really bruising it, but it's always a possibility. And so today I'm gonna go not crazy fast, but I'm definitely gonna go faster, and hopefully that helps out. Also, we just got a rain yesterday, so the ground is a lot more wet, meaning that's gonna help the digger do a better job as well. So in total, I really shouldn't have many skinned up whatsoever. And if you're new to the channel, this is the potato digger. This is gonna go down into the ground. It's gonna go underneath the potatoes. They'll then get pushed back on here to the chains where this will spin backwards, dropping the potatoes back on top of the ground. Wow, so that really did make a difference. Obviously, you're not gonna have a perfect job. You're still gonna get a little bit skinned up here and there, but definitely just seemed like it was flowing a lot better. And so I'm gonna dig more. I don't know, that one got chunked up for some reason. That's probably, I don't know, 5 baskets. I'm gonna go a little further. I wanna try and get like 10 to 15. That way I don't have to dig for a little while. Right now I'm heading out to the onion field, which is just beyond this mid-season coal crop patch and on the right side of our newer field of strawberries. I've got the plastic layer, or plastic lifter, sorry, hooked up, and I'm gonna be lifting the onions out of the ground. That way it makes them easier to just pull out in general. So I'm gonna start off here with the white onions. You can see how they're lined right down the row. And I'm gonna take this plastic lifter, which now is really considered an onion lifter, drop it into the ground. These shoes, or points, whatever you want to call it, is going to go right underneath that onion, just popping it out, not burying it, then just laying it back on top of the ground, easy to handle. The discs at this point really aren't doing much, so that's just, you know, kind of disregarded. So this is what they look like before I go through, and then this is after. Clear difference. Doesn't harm the onion whatsoever, just lays it right on top of the ground. Nice and easy to cut that dried up top off or pull it off. Chuck a little bit of that outside layer and throw it in a basket. I did this row before, so there's only just a couple laying there. They're gonna pick up, then they'll start on that row. Then that's only gonna leave one row left, and not even a full row actually, of white here and over here. Currently, I am now working on a row of white and red at the same time. There's a huge difference in these. You can see not only is the top bigger and greener, but the onion size is probably about double with the red. And so everything's been going really easy. You can see I already did a row here. And then after this row, I'll move on to the yellow. So now the yellows are done. That leaves 10 rows, 4 rows here, 2 rows there, and I think 4 more rows over there, which is 5 more diggings, because like I said, I can dig 2 rows with that lifter. Can't believe we never thought of it before. It just makes everything so much better, because like, watch this right there, watch this. And that's what'll keep happening if you don't have either a hand trowel, a fork, or the best yet, which is that. And so now the guys, which are up here now, can just rip through and put them right into baskets.